Sharp 9 p.m. in India. Let's respect time. Let's start. Hello everyone. Lots of people have joined this free boot camp. 66 professionals or students have joined. I will wait for 1 more minutes because some people are still joining, and after that we'll continue this session. Okay. Agenda is to understand the foundation of VPN. This boot camp is for 3 days. Every day we will have 1 hour to discuss one critical topic, critical part of VPN. Okay, 70 people have joined, and guys, really some questions are coming in my mind. First of all, thank you everyone to join this free boot camp. Right, it's really a lot for me. So many people are there, and some questions are coming in my mind. Let's settle those questions. And again, if you also have some question, you can also ask in the chat. You can put your question in the chat. Right, when we'll start the session, we'll focus on our content only, right? The VPN concepts only, the foundation. This is day one. Today we are going to discuss the basic things about the VPNs. We'll see the types of VPNs, right? How we are using the VPN in the production. In day two, we'll see some security parameters which are required to implement the VPN in the production. In day three, we will have one hybrid lab where we'll implement multiple types of VPN, whether it is customer based VPN or service based VPN. 75 people have joined. Till then, just I'm checking your chat as well. You guys are allowed to type in the chat. And one more request, if you can turn on your camera, then please turn on your camera as well. Let me see from where people are joining me. If we will see each other, it will help us to interact, right, with each other. And see guys, this is not social media. We all are like-minded people, whether you are network engineer or about to become a network engineer, you are planning to become a network engineer. So we are like-minded, right? There is one thing common in between all of us. So it will be better if you will turn on your camera. If someone is sitting in office or somewhere where turning on camera is not possible, no problem, you can keep your camera off. But if you can turn it on, then please turn on your camera. Let me see you. Might be possible some are watching me on YouTube, some are watching me on Facebook, and many of you are connected here in the Google Meet. So here, if you are going to ask any question in the chat, I will directly see your chat here in front of me. Chat is open. Even if you are going to ask question on YouTube, I can see here, and my team member is also there, right, to manage the YouTube chat and Facebook chat. So guys, the first question which is coming in my mind is, where are you from? Where are you from? See, this is live class. People can join from anywhere. This is the power of technology we should respect. Through a single click, you can join from anywhere. Through a single click, you can become a host, and we all can become your student, right? First of all, thanks to technology. Now I want to see from where people are joining me, right? So just type your city name in the chat. In case if you are thinking, Praphul, where you are sitting right now. So I am sitting in Surat, Gujarat, India. I'm in my bedroom, Surat, Gujarat, India. And let me check the chat. Let me check your chat. Even if you are watching me on YouTube, just type your city name in the comment section, on the Facebook also. First comment is from Rajagiri. Thank you, Rajagiri. Rajagiri is from Nepal. Saurabh Singh, hi. Someone is from Hyderabad, UAE, from the Kanpur, Philippines, Chennai, Bangalore, Chennai, Bihar, Delhi, Kanpur, UP, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Mumbai, Africa, Hyderabad, Maharashtra, Pakistan, Delhi, Pondicherry, Bangalore, India, Vijayawada, Pune, West Bengal, Kolkata, Assam, Afghanistan, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Canada, Maharashtra, Surat. See, I am also from Surat, UAE, Chennai, MP, Delhi, Hyderabad. On the Facebook, Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Maharashtra, Bhopal, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Bihar, UP. So see the power of technology, guys. Someone is sitting in Canada, someone is sitting in US, someone is sitting in Chennai, someone is sitting in Bangalore, and we are connected, we are able to communicate. How it is possible? Just because of network, right? You guys, we all one. What's our core responsibility? Just to connect everyone together, connecting two sides of one enterprise network, or connecting two employees together, even they are sitting mile far away from each other. The responsibility of network engineer is to send data between two devices, between two locations securely. That is the main function, main task of network engineer. We all know this, right? So it's a really great technology. Nowadays we are living in an era where it is possible. It was not possible 15 years ago, right? It was like in the movie only. But today, thanks to technology, thanks to social media, thanks to these kinds of platforms like Google Meet, Zoom, which allow us to connect globally and to share the knowledge, ideas, suggestion, thought, feedback, right? This was the first question. And why I asked this question? Number one reason, I wanted you to understand the power of technology. And number two, I want to see from where people are joining me. So I'm very glad to see that people are joining me from the globe. Even I have already trained more than 20,000 students across 120 countries. I had started my training career just 3.5 years, but today I have reached more than 2 lakhs networking professionals globally. It's really a lot for me, whether you are my subscriber, member of PM Networking, or my student. Thank you so much everyone for joining us, to being a part of my journey. And in the future as well, we will meeting live We will be talking through the videos, sometime through this kind of boot camp, webinar, right? And we will be sharing our knowledge. We will be talking, right? At the same time, we will be also measuring our improvement. If you are connected with PM networking, I am expecting you are learning. Whether you are learning by watching YouTube videos or joining in the live class, right? And if you are the learning, if you are implementing your learning, new learning every day in your life, no one can stop you to move further in your life. You can achieve anything. Learning is so powerful, but many times I told you that networking is not all about learning. It is not all about knowing what is BGP, what is OSPF, what is VLAN, what is Ether channel. No. Networking is just 20% learning. 20% learning, 80% practice. 80%. When you are learning BGP protocol or OSPF protocol, you should definitely focus on theory part, like what is BGP. Until unless you will not understand the need of BGP, what is BGP, you can not configure it, right? So definitely it is required, but only 20%. 80% is what? 80% is practice, how you are going to implement it. Networking is all about when we entered in the data center or in the server room, so many LEDs are blinking and we know what is the exact meaning of this LED. If any side, any port is down, we can identify it just by looking towards that port LED. This is networking, right? So this is the reason why I always try to convey you guys to practice as much as possible. Whenever you are learning any topic, you should practice it in the simulation, right? There are lots of simulation, packet tracer, GNS3, EVNG, PNet Lab. You can use any one. In the EVNG, even we can deploy the real routers, real switches. And I am expecting same from this bootcamp as well, that in the class, whatever technology you are going to learn, you will implement it in your simulation software. You will test it. The main purpose of this bootcamp is, many people was querying about my CCNA plus CCNP combo course, right? I am launching a CCNA plus CCNP combo live course from 18th of this month, 18th of August. And many people was asking about the demo, about the teaching, who will be the trainer. And this is the reason why my team asked me to conduct 3 days boot camp on the VPN. So that here I am not going to focus on course selling. I am just responsible to teach you the VPN technology. If someone want to master it, you can talk to the team, and the team will guide you, help you to get the course, right? So there are two main reason behind this boot camp. Why I settled this question first? Because might be possible some are thinking, Praphul, why you are taking this webinar or boot camp for 3 days at free of cost? So this is demo, as well as if you are the student at PM networking, subscribers, followers, it's my responsibility to teach you the new technologies. And guys, VPN is one of the most important topic of networking, most important technology. It's not a topic, it's not a protocol, it's a protocol suite, like TCP suite, TCP IP suites. So it means group of protocols. In the IPsec, for the encryption, we have multiple protocol. For the hashing, we have multiple protocol. For the for the key exchange, we have multiple protocols, and we have multiple types of VPNs, right? So now I am going to share my screen, but before that, if anyone have any question, anything is going on in your mind, please put your question in the chat. Chat is open for next 2 minutes. I will answer within my capacity. I will share answer to your question, and after that we will start our session. I will share the screen, and then we are going to understand first the basic about the VPN, like what is VPN, types of VPN, definitely I cannot cover all types of VPNs here, but I will try to cover the most important types of VPN. You know, first VPN are categorized into two sections: customer based VPN and provider based VPN. So we'll talk about these two types of VPN first. If time will permit, then we will also have one a small lab on the GRE VPN, just to make you understand the fundamental concept of VPN. Fundamental concept of VPN is encapsulation, right? So we'll see that. But before that, if anyone have any question, please put here in the chat. I'm going to check your Facebook and YouTube chat section as well. Saudi Arabia, Pune. Okay, brother, thank you so much for sharing your feedback, confirmation. Will this video be available on your channel for members? Yes, after this webinar, this video will be available publicly, right? You can watch the recording. Are you going to cover all about the VPN? I'm not going to cover all about the VPN, but I will try to cover the most important section of VPN, right, with the lab. GRE IPsec L2 L3 VPN will be covered. Yes, GRE IPsec DM VPN L2 VPN L3 VPN VLSE VPN will be covered here, right? Remote access VPN as well. Everyday timing, yes, everyday timing is same, 9 PM to 10:30, but I have 1 hour for the session, and last 30 minutes is for Q&A. So hope the agenda is clear to everyone. Now let me share my screen, and please confirm in the chat section if my screen is also visible to you all, guys. Okay, chat was not showing earlier. Which VPN mostly important for interview? All types of VPN. Sometimes, see, depending on which kind of interview you are attending, right? For the enterprise network, IPsec VPN is important, right? For WAN architect, SD-WAN engineer, again IPsec VPN important, right? Whatever VPNs we are using in the SD-WAN. In the service provider side, L2 VPN, L3 VPN, VRF, right? Inter-AS VPN, right? So depending on our interview, like in which company we are going to attend the interview, on which technology you are going to work. Sir, why we use VPN? We use VPN to make communication between two private side over public subnet. Just I'm going to make you understand this first, because guys, to learn any technology, not I'm talking about the VPN only, VPN, SD-WAN, routing, switching, until and unless your why part is not clear, you cannot understand the why, what part, right? Even you will be not curious to learn what it is. But if your why part is clear, that hey, this is the reason why we need BGP protocol, you will be curious to understand what is BGP and how to use it, how it's work. You will be curious, right? So why part is very important section, and whenever I teach any technology, I always focus on 4 method, 4 steps: why, what, how, and T-suit. Like, first understand why it is required, why we are learning it, why I'm going to put my effort, energy, money, time to learn it, where I will use it, and then what, and after that how, and then troubleshoot which kind of issues can occur related to that protocol, that technology, and then how to troubleshoot it. This is my 4-step method to learn any technology as well as to teach any technology. Whether I am learning any technology, I am using the same 4-step method. When I am teaching any technology to others, I am using the same 4-step method. Side to side and side to remote IPsec. CCNA plus CCNP course available, SD-WAN concept, advanced concept. Yes, CCNA plus CCNP course for VPN. Start from the basic. Definitely, I will start from the basic. Deepak, thank you. Vivek ji is Python related to network security. Python is related to network automation, sir. Okay, one more question is there, which is coming in my mind, guys. Just tell me, how many of you are working professional? How many of you are already network engineer? Right? If you are already a network engineer, type yes. Yes means I'm network engineer. Yes means network engineer. And no means no, you are not network. Maybe you are working in related field, or you are preparing for network engineer. Yes, just you have completed the graduation and want to become a network engineer. So just type yes or no. Yes if you are the network engineer. If no, then maybe you are preparing to become a network engineer, or maybe you are working in related field like telecom engineer, desktop support engineer, right? So let me see, so that it will help me to understand from where I should start the session. Okay, so just type in the chat yes or no. If you are the network engineer, just type yes. Hi sir, why do we use VPN? Yes, I am going to talk about why part, brother. More about SSL VPN. Yes, you're noted. Yes, 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 yes. No. Ram Gopal, no. Yes, yes, yes. Pankaj, no. Yes, I am network engineer. Yes, 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 yes. No. No. Preparing. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, network engineer. Yes, no, no. Can you share the list of type of VPN? I am going to show you, brother, list of VPN. Yes, yes. No preparing. Yes. Desktop support engineer VPN. No. Yes, 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 yes. So more than 90% are network engineer, already network engineer working in the industry, right? And how many of you are clear with CCNA plus CCNP course, guys? See, many time I told you that CCNA plus CCNP course is to learn the enterprise network. This course help you to master the enterprise network. Enterprise network. SD-WAN is also part of enterprise network. SDXS is also part of enterprise network. Routing, switching also part of your enterprise network. IP services like your DHCP, DNS, load balancer, NAT, VPN, these are also part of enterprise network only. So how many of you are thinking that, Praphul, I am good enough in CCNA and CCNP? I'm expert in, I know each and every topic of CCNA and CCNP. Type yes again if you are thinking I am good enough in CCNA and CCNP, if you are the network engineer. This question is not for those who are just preparing. Or if you are thinking no, still I am working, I am the network engineer, that is fine, but I'm lacking in technical. Even my CCNA and CCNP is not like I expert. I still need to update myself. So just type yes if you are thinking CCNA and CCNP syllabus, all the topic, each and every topic is clear to me. If you are thinking no, still I am lacking in CCNA and CCNP topics like VPN, NAT, OSPF, BGP, EIGRP, VLANs, trunking, DTP, VTP, right, or the SDN part. Let me see. No, no. Good in CCNA but not in CCNP. No, 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 no. Good in CCNP. No, no, no. Not good in CCNA. Need to learn only CCNA. I am beginner. Not good in CCNP. No. CCIE. Anil Raju, congratulations. You are the CCIE. So see, CCNP, CCNA plus CCNP. Need to upgrade myself. NOC engineer. No, no. Yes, no, yes, no, no, no. See, this is the most dangerous thing, guys. If you are a network engineer, if you are the fresher and don't know CCNA, CCNP, no problem at all, right? First you are going to learn it, then you will become a network engineer. But if you are already a network engineer, if you have already got the job, opportunity to work in the industry, and you are lacking in the technical skill, it will stop your growth. This is the most dangerous thing. No problem if you are not working, if you are going to start your career. First learn and then we'll implement that in the production. This way you can grow your career. No one can stop you. But if you have already entered in the industry, but not learn the technologies, working based on the output of some commands, based on the guidance from the senior coordinator, it will stop your growth, right? This is the reason many times I am receiving the queries on WhatsApp that, sir, I am working at this position for years without growth. It is absolutely fine if you can take time, just leave your job, spare time, learn it, master it, and then start working again. When you will start implementing your learning, your knowledge in the network, in the company, in the production, that will help you to grow your professional career exponentially. If someone is thinking that how someone got the job Praphul as a network engineer, if they have not learned the CCNA and CCNP, there are many other ways to get the job. Even if I am going to refer your resume to some company that, hey, I know him, this is the Sohail, I had trained him and he know the protocols well, if you need network engineer, you can hire him. There are some company who will not take your interview, will directly hire you in the company, right? You will start working as a network engineer. But after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it will be difficult for you to grow your career, right? If you have 5 years of experience and you are not earning 2x of your experience, means 5 year means 10 lakhs per annum. 10 lakhs means 2x. If someone have 10 years of experience and not earning 20 lakhs per annum, it means they are getting below average. This is the average salary. 2x with the experience is the average salary. If someone is starting as a fresher, then 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs should be your salary. After 2 years, your salary should be 1.5x, at least 1.5x. But when you have experience of 5 years, then minimum your salary should be multiplied by 2 times of your experience. This is formula to calculate our package where we stand. But I know most of the people are not getting even the average salary. Reason this only, as most of the people are saying, I'm not good enough in CCN and CCNP but working. The people who are fresher are just learning will move further than you, will go ahead than you, right? Maybe you have 5 years of experience today and here today is 1x fresher who have just learned CCN and CCNP today and going to start working from tomorrow. After 5 years, maybe you will be at same place. There will be a little bit change, right? Little bit hike in your salary, but not the exponential growth. But that person which had started after learning the CCNA plus CCNP course will be doing much better than you in next 5 years, right? So if you are among the people who are thinking my skill is not good, I'm not good enough in CCNA and CCNP but still working, guys, 2025, this is, I think, according to me, this is the last time when you should update yourself. If you are going to update yourself today in 2025, it can return you something significant. Might be possible it will not return you same in 2026. Because if you are going to learn NANP today, at the end of this year, you can learn the modern technologies as well, like SD-WAN. Someone is saying, I have 3 years of experience and my package is 8.4 LPA. So you are above average. You are doing good. It's good. Right? So this is the right time to update our skill. Update our skill means what? Praphul, learning? No, becoming the expert. How? Networking is practical, right? There is nothing to remind the complex theory. Hey, as LSA1 is used for this, LSA7 is used for this. Nothing like that in the networking. Networking is 100% practical. You need to learn it. If you can learn it, if it is practical, if you can learn it and then practice it, that means there is only two things: whether you know it or you don't know it, right? You don't know, or maybe you know. If you know, means you are the expert. You don't know, maybe you don't know anything, right? Maybe some of you know the VLAN but not comfortable with complete syllabus of CCNA plus CCNP. That means they are not comfortable with enterprise network, right? They cannot implement VLAN alone in the production. Not possible, right? So make sure you will update yourself. In 2025, you will learn CCNA and CCNP, which is the mandatory for every network engineer. Without any question, you should blindly start learning CCNA today. Within 1 month, you can finish the CCNP, and in next three months, you can master the CCNP with complete theory, complete lab. Within 4 months, you can become the expert in CCNA and CCNP. After that, start implementing your knowledge in your working. As soon as you will start implementing your knowledge in your working, you will start getting benefit. Your career will start growing exponentially. And then time to time, this is technology, guys. You cannot stop your learning. If you will check, I have lots of books here. You can see, still I am learning. Still. CCI security book. Right? Today, I'm founder of PM Networking, working as a senior network engineer in one of the top MNCs company, right? I have more than 20,000 students. I have reached more than 2 lakhs IT professionals within 3 years. Still learning, still updating my skills. We cannot stop learning here because this is technology. Innovation is always there. Always and always technology will be updating. 10 years ago, MPLS was the popular WAN technologies. Everyone was talking about MPLS, MPLS, MPLS. Today, SD-WAN is the popular WAN technologies. Before 20 years, frame relay was the popular WAN technologies. Everyone was talking about frame relay. Is there any benefit of learning frame relay today? Not at all, right? Similarly, if you are going to learn SD-WAN after 5 years, SD-WAN after 5 years, how it can be beneficial for you, no one can promise today, right? But if you are going to learn it today, it will return you something significant. Reason, the SD-WAN engineers are very limited in the industry now, very limited. So if you are going to master the SD-WAN as well along with CCNA and CCNP, you are in top 1% network engineer in the world. There are only 1% network engineer in the entire world who have knowledge of both NANP plus SD-WAN. And along with CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN, if you are going to learn any one next generation firewall, now you are the expert, you are the leader in the networking industry. You can get job in any company very easily, whether it is Google, Amazon, Cisco, Juniper, doesn't matter in which company. Every company needs network engineer. No one can replace the network engineer, not AI, not automation. These all technologies are creating the job for network engineers. And if you are already done with CCNA, few people were saying, I'm done with CCNA, CCNP. And if you are not done with SD-WAN, you don't have knowledge of any one next generation firewall, then again it's your responsibility to learn it today, right? Whether you can start with SD-WAN or you can start with any one next generation firewall. We have 4 next generation popular firewall. You can choose any one. Either you can go with Palo Alto, Checkpoint, or FortiGate. Only 3. You can choose one from these 3. That will be the best combination. In today's time, you have to become the expert boss. Yes, sir. You have to accept it. Many times we are getting messages on WhatsApp that, sir, I did CCNA but not getting any job. Don't expect job after CCNA, brother. Don't expect. Right? It will hurt you. I'm very sad to say that no one is going to hire you based on your CCNA knowledge. CCNA is just a foundation, right? You cannot manage the enterprise network. Earlier, what was happening? Earlier, company was hiring dedicated network engineer for dedicated technologies, like one network engineer for routing switching, one network engineer for security, one for cloud engineer, one for wireless. But nowadays companies are looking for hybrid engineers. Single engineers should have knowledge of multiple technologies. Even you are not going to work on all the technologies, but you should have knowledge. Sometime maybe this month you are working on SD-WAN, next month you will work on routing and switching. It is like that. My age is 34 and age doesn't matter in networking industry, degree doesn't matter in networking industry. Only one thing matter in this industry, guys, that is your skill, that is your knowledge, that is technical skill, technical knowledge. To get job, to clear the interview, one more skill is matter, that is communication skill, not to get the growth hike, right, in the career. Even for that, your basic communication is fine. Even my English is not too good, but now in 2025 I'm able to clear job interview of any company worldwide. If I want to work in Canada, within 2 days I can find company and I can get job there. Why? Whatever technology I told you to learn, I'm expert in those all technologies. I know from CCNA and CCNP syllabus, I have clear and crystal understanding of each and every words. Forget about the technology. I feel expert in each and every words. If I'm going to attend CCNP exam, Cisco exam 1,000 times, I can clear the paper 1,000 times. Every time I will score more than 80% marks. Same in the CCI enterprise as well, in the SD-WAN also. That kind of a skill is required, brother. Whether you are watching my YouTube videos, you will find always my experience. My each and every video is based on my real-time experience only. And this is the reason within 3 years how I reached to lakhs of people, lakhs of network engineers. Even our domain, networking domain is very limited. If you will compare network engineer with software engineers, you will see a remarkable difference, a huge difference. Right? There are limited number of network engineers globally, and PM networking reached to lakhs of people. If I am going to combine all social media platform, we have more than 3 lakhs IT professional. And not only I am teaching here, whenever you are sharing question in the comment section, someone is learning from your question. Whenever you are sharing answer to other questions, someone is learning from your answer. So we are learning from each other. Whenever I am making scenario based videos, those all scenarios are collected from my real time experience or shared by other network engineers globally in the comment section on my social media platform. But those all interview questions are from the real interview. All the scenarios are from the real time network, production network only. Sometimes people are saying, sir, I got job in this company after watching your Palo Alto playlist, after watching your SD-WAN videos, configuration video. It is helping me to learn the technologies. That motivate me, guys, to work hard, to make more videos, to share more experience, more knowledge. This is the reason why I always request you guys to share your feedback after watching the video on YouTube. Your feedback is helping me to learn more and to share more experience with you guys. Right now, Might be possible some are thinking, Praful, we have here to learn VPN. What you are talking about? This is not relevant, huh? So, sir, just I am starting. I know this is not relevant, but this is so important. As many people said, I am network engineer, but not expert in the NANP. So NANP is the mandatory course for every network engineer, whether you are network engineer, NOC engineer, WAN architect, right, or telecom engineer, desktop engineer. CCNA and CCNP is only for you. Even for other domain, you want to become a cyber security engineer, cloud engineer, automation engineer, right? You want to learn, become a data analyst, not data analyst, like the machine learning or AI. Every time you have to go through networking only, sir. If you don't know the networking, no one can teach you the cloud. No one can teach you AWS. No one can teach you Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud or Cisco Cloud. If you want to learn SD-WAN, many times I have seen in my SD-WAN batch, people are not able to understand the BGP when I am implementing BGP between multiple sites. They said, Praphul, what was happening earlier before running this command? So that means what? That means they have not learned NANP first properly and have directly enrolled in SD-WAN. So don't do this mistake. Even if you are going to skip CCNA plus CCNP, it will be very difficult to learn any other technology for you. Even if you are expert in the CCNA plus CCNP, it will help you to become a software engineer, which are completely different field, opposite field. Then also, because every technology is based on your network only, and CCNA and CCNP teach you the foundation of networking. CCNA teach you the fundamentals, and CCNP make you the expert professional. Someone is asking about the fee of CCNA plus CCNP course. So brother, later I will share the WhatsApp number. Team is there on the WhatsApp. It is not possible to talk to everyone. So that's why, you know, how we are managing our courses, live courses, recording courses, YouTube or any other social media platforms. I have a team, dedicated team. Within 3 years, just I have not reached to network engineers, many network engineers only. I have also built a guys, a trusted, a strong, dedicated team of multiple people, right? They all are again networking expert. They all are again learning and helping you all as well, right? So you can reach to team, you can ask about the courses, even you need little guidance to get enrolled, they will help you, right? And this VPN bootcamp session will help you to decide that this trainer is perfect for you or not. Perfect for you or not means what? See, if you are going to learn online, guys, any technology online, there is some difference between learning offline and online. When we are going to learn online, the most important thing is voice quality, video quality, and the language of trainer, right? Video should be HD, clear and crystal, voice should be very clear and crystal, and the trainer language should be very comfortable with you. If you are not able to understand a single point in the class, you can't sit for 2 hours. No, not possible. If you are disconnected with me, you can't sit. We are connected from last half an hour, and see, the strength is as it is, same. Why? Because you are comfortable with the language, you are able to understand what I am saying. This is the reason. Otherwise, you can't sit. Most important thing in online learning, right? So let's begin our topic. This is all about your skills. If you have not updated till now, just CCNA NP is mandatory. Just learn it today. Start learning today, right? It is not necessary to purchase the paid courses only, right? If you cannot afford the fee of paid class, everything is available at free of cost as well. Just you need to download the syllabus. Based on that, you need to find the content, find the videos, and you need to learn step by step, day by day. If you can afford the fee, that's great. then you can interact with the trainer, right? You can choose a mentor for you who will guide you to learn, master, become expert. At the same time, how you can grow your professional career, right? So don't skip NANP, don't go for any other technologies. And if you are done with CCNA, then learn SD-WAN today in 2025. Just learn it. It will be very beneficial for your career. Okay. Now let me share my screen and please confirm if my screen is visible to you. Let me know if my screen is visible to you in the chat. Please type yes in the chat if my screen is visible and it's clear and crystal. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, great. Let's begin. First, understand why VPN. Guys, whenever I'm teaching any topic, first I focus on why section, why VPN. And the most easiest way to learn networking is packet flow. To learn any protocols or technologies, just go through your packet flow, basic packet flow once. Basic packet flow means take source IP, destination IP, source MAC, destination MAC, and check how devices are going to forward the traffic. So if I will talk about the VPN, let me copy this image, and if I will ask you the packet flow here, how two sides can communicate without having VPN here. Can these two sides communicate with each other, guys? Two private side, let's say branch 1 and branch 2. Let me know again in the comment section. Can two private side communicate over public network, over internet? Okay, types of VPN. Let me focus. Let me discuss types of VPN first. After that, again, I will come on it. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. Some are saying no, some are saying yes. Some are thinking yes, they can communicate through NAT. But guys, I must tell you, NAT is a technology which is used to make communication between private to public and vice versa. If you want to access your internal server from the internet, NAT will work. If you want to access internet through your private IP address, NAT will work. But NAT will not work to send private data over public subnet, means private traffic between two sites through public network. And public network can be your MPLS cloud, internet cloud, right? Broadband, 4G, 5G, LTE. Okay. And here I have one, I had prepared one PDF as well for you. So these are the CVPN list, which I will try to cover in this bootcamp, right, in the 3 days. GRE, IPsec side-to-side VPN, GRE over IPsec, GRE over IPsec policy-based VPN, DM VPN phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, remote access VPN, MPLS L3 VPN, MPLS L2 VPN, inter-AS MPLS VPN, MPLS over GRE and IPsec, segment routing MPLS VPN, and then hybrid lab. As I told you in the last class, I will have one lab on it. But before talking about this VPN, let me tell you why VPN is required. Why we need to learn the VPN and why we are implementing using it in the production. Please share the PDF. Definitely I will share the PDF on WhatsApp, right? On WhatsApp you all are connected, right? In you, if you are the part of my WhatsApp public group, right, which has been created for the VPN bootcamp, then you will get the PDF. Now I am assuming here we don't have any VPN for now. I don't have any VPN here. Just I have connected two sites through internet, through public network. I am assuming this is my let's say headquarter, HQ, and this is my one branch, let's say branch 1. So many of you already said that these two sites cannot communicate with each other. Reason? Because let's suppose PC1 is using IP address 10.1.1. or 192.168.1.1, and PC2 is using .2, and this site in branch 1 I have one PC. This PC is using IP, let's say 192.168.2.1. 2.1. What will happen when you are going to ping 2.1 from 10.1? PC1 will generate a traffic where source IP will be 192.168.1.1 and destination IP will be 192.168.2.1. Who will define the destination IP address? Who will tell to machine about the destination IP address? You as a network engineer, right? Or your client, customer. Like if you want to access the Google page, you are going to type the URL in the browser, www.google.com. Indirectly you are telling the IP address, destination IP address to your device. When you say ping 10.1.1.2 means you are defining the destination IP address, that hey, destination IP address is 10.1.1.2. It is like that. Okay, so okay, source IP 192.168.1.1, destination IP 192.168.2.1. Source MAC will be the MAC address of PC, destination MAC will be the gateway MAC address, right? As destination belongs to different subnet, so destination MAC will be the gateway MAC address, right? You know, I am expecting you know the basic packet flow. And then traffic will reach to gateway. I am assuming router 1 is my gateway. Router 1 is my gateway. So router 1 will receive the traffic, and you all know how router process traffic. What router will do? When router will receive the traffic, it will simply compare the destination IP address with routing table. Guys, you know, whenever router receives traffic, router performs more than 50 checks. More than 50 checks, 50 checks, like routing table, ACL, policies, interface, ARP table, right? These are checks. Checks performed by routers, and checking routing table is one of them. In CCNA NP, you are learning most of the checks by router. You are going to understand that how router is processing the traffic, and that will not only help you to understand the packet flow, it will help you to understand the quality of service. It will help you to configure security policies on your routers. This is the difference between like learning the security course or firewall. Sometimes my students are asking, Praphul, what is the difference between your CCNP security and firewall course? In the firewall, you are going to learn the particular firewall. In the CCNP security course, you are going to learn the security fundamental, where firewall is one topic, one part. Okay. So similarly, routers perform lots of checks here, and right now we are not going to talk about those all checks. Here I am assuming you know about the routing table checks, ACL check, policy check. So this time my router is going to simply look up destination IP address, that hey, what is the destination IP? 192.168.2.1. Router will compare that destination IP address with their routing table, right? It is going to run command to check the route for this destination IP address, that is show IP route and destination IP 192.168.2.1. Two cases are there, either route is there or route is not there. This time definitely router 1 will not have a route for this destination, the specific route, but you will configure one default route on the edge router, 0.0.0/0 towards internet, towards ISP. Correct? You will configure one default route. Similarly, on router number 2 also 0.0.0.0/0, and this default route is towards ISP. On both the router we have one default route towards ISP. So destination will match in this default route, and if destination will match in this default route, then router will look up for exit interface, that what is the exit interface for that default route, and from the exit interface it is going to forward the traffic. Before forwarding, it will also encapsulate the layer 2 header, right? It will decrement in TTL by 1 in the IP header, and then it will forward to internet router. Guys, will internet router have route for private IP address? Absolutely no. So internet router is going to drop your traffic. Any private user traffic will be getting dropped on internet router, on the public router, because it is not allowed. On the internet router, public network, private subnets are not allowed. Even your ISP, right? Like you can assume this is my edge router, and this edge router is connected with ISP, right? Means ISP router. So ISP is going to configure ACL1 access control list, right? Like let's say you have purchased one public IP address from the ISP, and your public IP address is 1.1.1, right? Your public subnet is 1.1.1.1.0/30. So ISP router will be having one ACL which will be blocking all the private IP address on their port. It will be dropping all the private packet on their ports, right? How? Like they can have ACL like this: access control list, access list number 10, permit 1.1.1.0/30. That's it, right? And deny IP any, right? So automatically your IP packet will get dropped if this kind of ACL is running on the ISP router. It will only allow the traffic with this source from this subnet, nothing else. So by default, two private sites can not communicate through public network. Why they cannot communicate? Because on the internet there are so many routers, and these routers don't have route for private subnet, right? Even the private traffic is not allowed over the internet. You can ask Praphul, then how this user will access internet, let's say 8.8.8, with the help of NATing, brother, right? Here you will configure NAT, network address translation. And what will happen with the help of NAT when you are going to, let's say, ping 8.8.8, source IP 192.168.1.1, and destination IP 8.8.8. What will happen when this traffic will reach to router 1, R1? R1 is going to translate the source here. R1 will change the source from private to public 1.1.1.1, and then it will forward to internet. And internet will reply to whom? To 1.1.1. On the internet, source will become 8.8.8 and destination will become 1.1.1. And again traffic will reach to router number 1, and this time router will translate the destination from public to private 1.1.1 into 192.168.1.1, and then finally it will forward to my LAN user. This way you can access the internet, right? But you cannot forward private traffic between the sites over public network, right? So what is NAT? NAT is a technology which is used to make communication between private to public and vice versa, right? You can access internet and internet can access you, and we have various type of NAT: static NAT, dynamic NAT, PAT. Static NAT is what? Bidirectional. Bidirectional NAT means what? You can access internet and internet can also access you. Unidirectional NAT means what? Maybe you can access the internet but internet cannot access you. SD-WAN is including over the VPN concept. Yes, brother, SD-WAN is all about VPN only. SD-WAN is an overlay technology. Overlay is virtual network which is running on top of the physical network, and SD-WAN is overlay. SD-WAN is going to create the VPN first, right? SD-WAN does not work on physical network. It is overlay, virtual network. Okay, so NAT, definition of NAT can be a technology used to make communication between private and public network and vice versa. This is the definition of NAT. And if I will talk about the VPN, so guys, always keep in mind, by default, two private sites cannot communicate with each other over public network. And the technology which we are using to make it possible is known as what? Please put in the comment section, in the chat. The technology which we are using to make communication possible between two private sites over public network is known as VPN. VPN, not NAT, not NAT. Few are saying NAT, no. VPN. How? See the full form of VPN, virtual private network. With the help of creating a virtual private network, right, between these two sites, what I am going to do, I am going to create one virtual private network, right? So VPN is a technology used to make communication between two or more private sites over public networks, right? That technology is known as VPN, right? VPN stands for virtual private network. So first, this is a private network. Right? Means a private link, but virtual, not the physical. Why it is required? Because guys, just imagine, suppose you have two sites, or you can take an example of any company like Google. We know Google have lakhs of data center around the globe. Company like Zomato, Tesla, right? And even their workforce is distributed. Some services are running over cloud, some services are running on premises, in data center, on server, right? Their employees are distributed. Some are working from home, some are working from office, right? Their data center is distributed. Some data center is in India, some data center is in London, some is in US, like that. So imagine a company, ABC company, has two sites. One is headquarter and one is branch one, at different sites, at different location, right? I'm assuming this is my headquarter, HQ, and this is again branch one, right? Here inside the company, I have some switches, distribution switch, I have some access switch, and then I have some end devices. It is like this. This is my internal network. My question to you is this: sir, how you will connect these two sites? Let's say in headquarter I have all servers, and in the branch one I have my employees, and all the employees need to access the server. So first of all, there should be connectivity. How you will make connectivity between these two sites? How you will make communication between these two sites? These are private sites, right? Here I am using subnet 10.1.1.0. Here I am using subnet 20 dot, or not 20 is public subnet. Let's say 10.1.0/24. These are to my private subnet, and this is in, let's say, Mumbai or at any location, but distance between these two sites is, let's say, 500 kilometer. 500 kilometer. Can I use my own dedicated cable between these two sites to connect it like this? Can I have my own cable here? Yes, I can have my own cable over the internet. Build VPN through internet. Yes, very good. Can I have my own dedicated link between these two sites? Yes, I can have, but guys, this can be costly, right? Time consuming, right? Even single path is not sufficient for any natural disaster. Complete connectivity can goes down, right? So we will never use our dedicated link between these two sites if distance is 500 kilometer. Then question is how I will connect it. Then to connect it, I will use a public network, right? There are so many service providers or ISP providers are there in the market who is saying, I already have a great bandwidth, a great infrastructure between these two locations, between Mumbai and Delhi. Between Mumbai and Delhi, I already have lots of path, a great infrastructure, right? So if you are going to pay me little bit money, I will be responsible for connectivity between these two sites. Even I can sign the SLA that connectivity will be 24/7 up, right? And like you, the same service provider is going to offer this service to various company. How? Because they have lots of nodes, lots of hope in their infrastructure, in their network, and they can connect customer at any hope, and these all routers are connected together. So when I am drawing this kind of cloud, I am talking about these kinds of service provider network where lots of routers are there and all the routers are reachable with each other. All the routers are reachable with each other. So here I can have connectivity from service providers, right? Service providers or internet service providers, both are not your network, right? This is network of someone else, right? He is providing the same service to lots of other customers as well. That's why we are saying this is public network, because this is not my private network. Even we cannot send company data. Company data is very critical to this public network directly without encryption, because my company data is very confidential, right? I cannot share it with anyone. For the corporate like Google data, you can imagine, right? AWS data, we can't share the company data, our public network. Publicly we cannot show us our data. Okay, we'll talk about the security later. First, how to forward the traffic. If these routers are going to store the customer network, guys, if these all routers, this all routers are going to install the customer routes in the routing table, then their routing table size can be very large, very large. Just imagine this service provider is Airtel. This service provider is Airtel service provider, Airtel, right? Who is connecting 500 different customers, and each customers have 10 number of subnets. So total number of subnets from the customer is going to be what? 5,000. So 5,000 customer routes are there. Now just imagine configuring policies for 5,000 networks, subnets, configuring security, configuring QS will be very difficult. Even if these all routers are going to maintain 5,000 routes in their routing table, their CPU utilization can reach to 100%. Devices can start hanging. It cannot perform well. The routers inside the service provider network cannot perform well. If the routing table is cleaner, is smaller, then router will perform well. It will give you the best performance in the network. As a network engineer, you are the responsible for performance as well. Right? So that's why service provider routers are not going to install customer prefixes in their routing table. And if this is the ISP, internet service provider, then I already told you they have blocked the private subnet. Internet routers will only have the public subnet. Oops. Then how to forward traffic between two sites? Now here we come up with technology called VPN. Through VPN, our service provider network also you will create one virtual private network. And our internet also you will create one virtual private network. This virtual link will be connecting your two sites together. But guys, can I really forward traffic through this virtual network? No, never. I cannot forward traffic, right? Traffic will go from the physical link only, the physical network only. But with the help of encapsulation, right? VPN is used to encapsulate all traffic with IPv4 header or IPv6 header or multicast header or protocol header like your OSP or BGP, GRP, like that. So VPN is a technology which is used to make communication between two private sites over public network. Right? Why we are using it? To forward the private traffic between sites. And basically we have two types of VPN, guys. We have two types of VPN. One is customer based VPN and another one is provider based VPN. What is the difference between customer based VPN and provider based VPN? See, the VPN which can be created, managed, troubleshoot by the customer is known as customer based VPN. When you as a network engineer going to manage your VPN, that is customer based VPN. Or your service provider can create VPN for you. Your service provider can create VPN for you and you have to pay for that, right? Customer have to pay to the service provider for their VPN. Who will manage? Service provider. If there is any issue, who will troubleshoot? Service provider. Who will create? Service provider. Right? So VPN are categorized into two sections. One, customer based VPN, another one is provider based VPN. When we say IPsec or GRE or VXLAN or DMVPN, these all are customer based VPN. We are going to create it, we are going to manage it. If there is issue, we are going to troubleshoot it. And you must have heard about L2 VPN, L2 VPN, MPLS L2 VPN, MPLS L3 VPN, right? MPVGP EVPN, VPLS VPN. These all VPNs are provider based VPN, right? Where service providers, engineers are going to create VPN for customer and customer will pay for that. What is L2 VPN? What is L3 VPN? We'll learn all. Right? So see, introduction to the VPN concept. What is VPN? Hope what is VPN is clear. VPN is a technology and how VPN will work, I'm going to make you understand that as well. Why we need VPN in the production network? To forward private traffic over public network. What happened? Just a minute. Okay, here you can see Okay, so first we'll see the introduction, and I'm talking about the 3 days boot camp, right? In this 3 day we are going to understand the VPN concept, like what is VPN, why we need VPN in the production network, VPN categories, as I told you, customer based VPN and provider based VPN, the transport mode. We can create VPN in two mode, tunnel mode and transport mode. This is related to security. When you want to encrypt your entire data including the header, IP header, you will configure VPN in tunnel mode. And when you want to encrypt only the payload, the actual data, then you will create your VPN in transparent mode. Then VPN technologies used in key technology used in VPNs are IPsec, GRE, MPLS, SSL, etc. We'll discuss these all things. Okay, and here are the types of VPN which we will talk in this boot camp. After that, what is GRE VPN? What is GRE VPN? So think of GRE as a delivery box, right? You can put anything inside the box, anything like IPv4 packet, IPv6 packet, multicast packet, or routing protocol packet like OSPF. It is not necessary to that we will always forward the user traffic over VPN. If I have the VPN here, between branch 1 and branch 2, it means my VPN is going to connect these two routers, edge router, virtually, like this. Like this. Like this, right? This is my VPN. And over this VPN, we will not only forward the user data. Maybe I need to advertise the route between these two sites, or maybe I have lots of sites and we need to configure dynamic routing protocol to extend the routes. So on the VPN, we are going to forward the actual data, user data, right? User data means any IPv4 or IPv6 packet, right? We can send the multicast traffic, multicast stream, right? Like this server can stream a movie for branch 1 users. You can assume the Netflix network. After that, it can also encapsulate the dynamic routing protocols data, right? Like OSPF hello message, EIGRP hello message, EIGRP update message, BGP open message, BGP community, whatever routing protocol messages are there. All types of data can be forwarded through this VPN, right? But every time, whenever you will forward this any data, source IP and destination IP will be the public IP address, right? For the internet routers, right? Here, if router will find that exit interfaces VPN is the tunnel interface, router will add one extra outer IP header, right? And in this extra outer IP header, source IP will be also public and destination IP will be also public, right? It can be 100.1.1.1 and destination can be 101.1.1.1. So as both are public, internet routers can now forward the traffic, and only router 2 will check the data, right? All the router on the internet will be checking this outer header information and it will be forwarding the traffic. When traffic will reach to site 2, then my router is going to open the actual message. It will look up for the actual information. This is the core concept behind VPN. Got it? What happened? Where is my Google Meet? I think it's automatically got closed. Just a minute. Let me rejoin. I think there was some issue. My laptop has disconnected. Okay, guys, is my screen visible again? Please let me know in the chat section again. if my screen is visible. Sir is on YouTube, guys can advise you to go there. No, now here also I think screen is visible now, right? Yes, great, right? So this is the core concept behind VPN, that it will add the outer IP header in every VPN, right? So think about a delivery box, and in the delivery box data can be anything: IPv4 packet, IPv6 packet, multicast or routing protocol data, and then send it over another network. It does not encrypt the data. VPN doesn't mean encryption. VPN doesn't mean any security. VPN means the technology to forward traffic, private traffic over public network, to make communication between two sites over public network. Whatever VPN I have shown you, these all VPNs are unsecure VPN, right? IPsec is secure. IPsec is secure VPN. But for the security, we have to use additional parameters. By default, my VPN, whether it is L2 VPN, L3 VPN, GRE VPN, DM VPN, these are not secure VPN. IPsec is not going to create VPN to forward the data, right? For that, if you want to, let's say, run routing protocol as well as want VPN, you can configure IPsec over GRE over IPsec. You can configure GRE over IPsec. But VPN doesn't mean any security. VPN means just a private connection between two or more sites over public network. So it doesn't encrypt your data, it just hides it inside another packet so that it can travel where it normally couldn't. Like on the internet, by default your data cannot travel with private and public IP address. That's why your router, edge router, is going to hide your data with another IP header, right? And user used to, sorry, this is typing mistake, used to send private data over public network. This is what GRE VPN. If I will talk about the GRE, and in next class I will talk about site to site IPsec, then I will talk about GRE over IPsec, I will talk about the policy based VPN, I will talk about the DM VPN, I will talk about the remote access VPN, I will talk about the MPLS L3 VPN, I will talk about inter AS VPN, I will talk about MPLS over GRE or IPsec VPN. I will talk about a hybrid lab in the last class, in third class. Today, just understand the GRE VPN, how GRE VPN is going to work. So guys, here when you want to create VPN between these two sites, between router 1 and router 2, what you need to configure, here you have to create one virtual interface, right? VPN is a virtual private network. So here I will create one logical virtual interface, right? Which can be my tunnel interface, tunnel 1. And then IP address. IP address on this tunnel is, let's say, 10.1.1.1. And on router number 2 also I have configured one tunnel, tunnel 1, and IP address is 10.1.1.2. See, both the tunnel has IP address from the same subnet. From the same subnet means router 1 and router 2 are connected together through this tunnel interface, so this virtual interface. But will my tunnel interface come up after configuring the IP address? Answer is no. Your tunnel interface will not come up. Can anyone tell me why tunnel interface will not come up in the chat? Why tunnel interface will not come up? Let me see. Yes. Private IP address, okay. Exactly, private IP address, right? I can still not forward traffic to 10.2 from 10.1. That is private IP. So what we'll do, guys, here we'll define the tunnel source. Tunnel source will be 100.1.1.1. 100.1.1.1, the IP address of my this public interface, and tunnel destination will be the public IP address of remote site, this interface IP, which is 101.1.1.1. And these two IP addresses will be always reachable because both are public IP address, right? Internet router will have route. All the router on internet will have route for these two IP address. They are reachable. On router number 2 also will define the source and destination. Source will be their public IP address 101.1.1.1, and destination will be their remote site public IP address 100.1.1.1. Now your tunnel interface will come up. You know why? Because now if router 1 want to send traffic to 10.1.1.2, router is going to compare destination IP address with routing table. In the routing table, it will find one route, that 10.1.1.0/24 network is directly connected on my tunnel 1 interface. And whenever router will find the exit interface is tunnel interface, router will add one extra header, right? Actually, if I am going to ping 10.2 from 10.1, it will generate one ICMP packet, where source IP will be 10.1.1.1, destination IP will be 10.1.1.2. But as exit interface is the tunnel interface, it will add the GRE header, right? GRE header, and then one new IPv4 header. And in the new IPv4 header, every time source IP will be the tunnel source and destination IP will be the tunnel destination every time. So source IP 100.1.1.1, destination IP 101.1.1.2. And in this IP header, in the protocol field, there will be protocol value 47. That is the protocol number of GRE. And then your router will forward this traffic to internet. Now internet router will check which IP header, this outer IP header, this header, right? It will check this outer IP header. It will check destination IP address is 101.1.1.1. Let me check my routing table. In the routing table, it will find the exit interface, and this will be the exit interface. It will forward the traffic from here. When router 2 will receive the traffic, again router 2 is going to check for this header information, outer IP header. Destination IP address is 101.1.1.1. Okay, this is my IP address. This is the IP address of router 2. So router 2 will check protocol value. Why internet router will not check protocol value? Because the traffic is not for internet router. If traffic is not for me, then I need to compare destination with routing table. If traffic is for me, then let me check the further information. Simple rule, right? So this time router 2 will check protocol value. Protocol value is 17. That means actual traffic is encapsulated with GRE. Router 2 is going to remove this header, and then it will check the inner IP header. In the inner IP header, destination IP address is 10.1.1.2. Again, this is my IP address of my tunnel 1 interface. Okay, this is my IP address, my tunnel interface IP address. Let me check the further information. Again, it will check protocol field. Here protocol value will be 1. That means actual payload belongs to ICMP protocol. Router 2 will hand over this ICMP protocol traffic to ICMP protocol, and ICMP protocol will generate your ICMP reply message on router number 2. And again reply will go like this, right? So I have explained that how we can forward the private traffic over GRE VPN. But guys, today we don't have to perform lab of GRE. In the next class tomorrow, first we'll cover the lab of GRE protocol. You will understand how VPN works, and almost all the VPNs working is same, right? Few commands, the concept is different, but the technology is always same. VPN will be always VPN only, right? Whether it is MPLS VPN or GRE VPN or IPsec. VPN means forwarding private traffic over public network. That is the simple meaning of VPN, virtual private network. If I will talk about remote access VPN, so remote access VPN is going to be like this. Let's say this is you working from home, and here is your company infrastructure. In company infrastructure, there is one router. This router is connected with one switch, and then switch is further connected with servers, right? So how you will connect with this private network from your home with the help of remote access VPN, right? Even you can perform the lab of remote access VPN in your GNS3. See, either user, the admin, network admin, can be connected in my network, then they can access all networking devices directly. They can telnet, SSH, or through console. They can reach to router 1, they can reach to switch, and like this I can have lots of networking devices. I can have other side somewhere as well. R2, again it is connected with switch, and then PCs. Here internet is there, right? Here we have GRE VPN. So this user is connected in your network, means it can directly reach to this side as well, no problem at all. If user is sitting inside my network, but if user is at their home, then how they will access my network, how they will connect their PC to the network, how I will allow this user to access my infrastructure with the help of remote access. How? In the remote access VPN, the admin home user will have internet connection, will be using the public IP address, let's say 100.1.1.1. So we will create one VPN from their laptop to my edge device here. This particular type of VPN is called remote access VPN. We have only 3 days, around 3 hours, right? We cannot cover all about all types of VPNs, but I can give you the basic understanding about all the VPN in 3 classes. Today was the first class. Today we have just talked about the basic VPN, and we had the introduction as well in the beginning. But from the tomorrow directly we will start the topics. Similarly, if I will talk about the L3 VPN, MPLS VPN. So in MPLS VPN, what will happen? Suppose let's say I have 2 sites, side 1 and side 2 somewhere, and in between service provider is there. SP, Airtel, Jio, Tata Communication, BSNL, right? They have lots of router. And in MPLS or service provider case, service provider is going to create VPN for you. Now you will connect your side router to the service provider network like this, and again your 2 private sites are connected over public network, so you cannot communicate. So either service provider can create VPN between P to P, that is MPLS L3 VPN here. Service provider will manage your all routing, all the routing policies, or service provider can create VPN between your customer edge router to customer edge router. So here we have concept of P router and C router, provider edge router and customer edge router. In the customer based VPN, we have only edge router, that means customer edge router. In the service provider VPN, we have 2 types of router, P and C, which you need to understand, right? This can be L3 VPN, this can be L2 VPN, right? So no worry, in the future class, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll talk about these all VPN. Now guys, here I am going to check your questions. If anyone have question from this particular topic, whatever topic we have covered today, please ask in the chat section. I will share my answer within my capacity. I'm going to share my answer, and then we'll continue from tomorrow in the next class, right? Let's have a Q&A session for just 3 to 4 minutes, because we are at the time we have already taken 1.5 hours, right? So it's 10:33, but still I am allowing you to ask some question if you have, right? Otherwise, just say all clear for today, the basic, and we'll continue from here tomorrow. Thank you, sir. All clear. Great, great, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We'll meet again tomorrow at sharp 9 p.m. and then we'll continue from the here. We'll learn more about the VPN. Definitely, I cannot cover all about the VPN, but I will try to cover the major topics, major part of VPN in this session, theory as well as practical. And in day 3, we will have one hybrid lab where I will show you the configuration of multiple types of VPNs. Okay, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Great, great, great. Bye bye, guys. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you once again. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow again. Bye bye.